Okay, so today the Bunkley family is on the road. We are going to Warner Robins, Georgia, which is a 1.5 hour drive from our home. And the mission for our journey is baseball catchers camp. My son Torian, who is 11, is a catcher all the way through to his heart. He loves the position. He's been playing baseball since T-ball at 4 years old, and he's continued to love the sport. So, you know, my husband and I believe that we should go the extra mile, and in this case, the extra almost 100 miles to get him to this camp that's going to be necessary for him to take his position to the next level, because he said he wants to continue in this. So our philosophy is to give him all of the tools that he needs to be the best catcher that he can be. I love the game of baseball. I did not start out this way. Now I've gotten to the point where I can actually watch it on TV. I used to think it was the most boring thing in the world, as I know a lot of my friends have expressed. But there's nothing like being at the baseball field, whether it's with the little ones or with the older ones. And one thing that I do love about the sport of baseball is it's a longevity sport. It's altogether practical that you can have a career, a long career in this sport. So it's one that I kind of back. There are a lot of sports that I just don't believe in, as far as I wouldn't be a spectator, and I tell my kids, if I don't want to sit in the stands for whatever this activity is that you think you want to do, I'm just not going to finance it. And that's just kind of the way I feel personally. There are some things I'm not going to sit in the stands for. So not just because it's a sport that I think maybe is too brutal, but it might just be a sport that I really just am like, I can't do it. I can't sit there and watch this, because I would just be bored out of my mind. So as it turns out, baseball turned out to be something that I love. So we believe that if we have to pay the money, if we have to take the drive, if we have to drive wherever, fly wherever to get him the instruction that he needs, we're going to just do what we have to do to be able to make it happen. And that's just one of our beliefs when it comes to having well-rounded children. We don't want to just have intellectual children, but if they have the physical ability, and if they have the desire, and if they really want to do something, we want to be able to make it happen. Whether it's this, whether it's something I hope to get them in is fencing one day. Torian, who's sitting back there doing his Kuman, and Terrace's brother, Torian wants to get into archery. That's something else that we actually found out will be beneficial for baseball. So we're definitely going to make sure that we look into how we can supplement that as well. I think it's one of those things where he might not appreciate that we're driving 6 hours this weekend total to get him to this camp, round trip for 2 days to get him here. But I think it's one of those things that you look back on when you get older, and you realize the sacrifices that your parents made when you were young to get you what you needed to get. And I mean, it takes extra effort. It just does. It might take a few more hours of working when you wanted to kind of have a rest. But I'm not going to have any boomerang children. That's one of my things as a mom, and I'll talk about that in another post. But I just appreciate you listening, and this is just another glimpse into why I do what I do for my kids. And if he's going to play baseball, he's going to know the game, and I'm going to find people to put him around that know the game. Blessings to you. Thanks so much.